In a small rural town nestled in the rolling hills of Umbria, there lived a young woman who had commissioned me to paint her portrait in the guise of the Madonna. The portrait, when finished, was said to be so lifelike, so captivating that it seemed to capture the very essence of the woman's soul. But as time passed, the woman began to change. She became withdrawn, isolated, and her beauty, once so radiant, began to fade. The people of the town whispered among themselves, saying that the portrait had stolen her soul, leaving her a hollow shell of her former self. One night, a group of brave townsfolk determined to uncover the truth broke into my studio where the portrait was kept, and what they found was a sight that would haunt their dreams forever. The portrait, once a masterpiece of light and color, had changed. The Madonna's eyes, once so kind and gentle, now seemed to bore into their very souls, filled with a malevolent fury. As they watched, frozen in terror, the portrait began to change, the colors bleeding like wounds, and the Madonna's face contorting into a twisted, evil grin. The townsfolk tried to flee, but it was too late. The portrait seemed to be pulling them in, drawing them into its dark, abyssal world. The next morning, the townsfolk were found catatonic, their minds shattered by the horror they had witnessed. The portrait was never seen again, but some say that on certain nights when the moon is new, you can still hear the screams of the damned echoing through the hills of Umbria as the Madonna's dark secret continues to claim its victims.